Hello guys, and welcome back to another Alpha World video. This video is another Beyblading video. This is going to be a little bit differently themed. So today I'm going to be helping everyone out there who is a beginner in Beyblading. So I'm going to call this little mini-series Beyblading for Beginners. So this first episode of Beyblading for Beginners is going to be all about a good Beyblade to choose. I'm going to get into all the types of Beyblades, all the different parts of the Beyblades, how you can recognize their parts, and all of that good stuff in today's video. So let's get straight into the video. So what I would like to tell you, the first thing you need to know about Beyblades is that they all have different types, like Pokemon if you play. So there are three different types of Beyblades, four different types of Beyblades. There's a defense type. A defense type is usually able to deflect attacks easily and is usually known for its round shape for bouncing off attacks. A stamina type is there to make your Beyblade spin the longest in battle. An attack type is there to go head on and just go straight for all those attacks and wear the opponent down. And finally, a balance type is the mix of all three. It has little capabilities of each one. So this balance type is called Surprise and Requiem. And this Surprise and Requiem has this stamina. This stamina allows him to go faster whenever he gets hit in these wide areas. These golden spots are used for attack, and it has a nice circular shape that allows it to deflect attacks off easily. That makes it a balance type. So, what makes each type? Yeah, you know, that. So, first off, it's the top of the Beyblade. This is called the energy layer. Usually an attack type energy layer will have multiple blades that are used for attacking head-on. These two are attack types, Valtrek V3 and Luminor L4. Next up, stamina types will usually have a roundish shape while also being able to spin longer, usually on the heavier side. The heavier Beyblade is, the more stamina it would get. And finally, there's defense type. A defense type usually has a circular shape. Usually has a circular shape and has stuff that is able to roll off all attacks simply. So that's how you determine them. And lastly, there's the parts of the Beyblade. So the top layer of the Beyblade is called the energy layer. This is where pretty much the type comes from. So this is like stamina, attack, defense, balance. Then there are the parts. The heavier the part, so then there are the other parts, the forge disc and the driver. The driver is the bottom part of the Beyblade, which makes the Beyblade, gives you the Beyblade stamina and a pathway or attack or less stamina. So pretty much takes control of all the stamina and the pathway that the Beyblade is going to go. Then you have the middle piece, or the forge disc. The forge disc is there to add a little extra weight to your Beyblade. This weight will give either extra stamina or, like some parts, extra attack with these little blades. Sometimes, if you have the right combination of parts, you have an unstoppable Beyblade. And that's what I'm going to be showing you how to make today. So, let's get straight into it. So, the first thing you need to know about choosing a proper Beyblade is that you want to get the right type. If you don't have the right type, your Beyblade's going to fall into pieces. So there's a type chart. So the type chart is that stamina is good against defense is good against attack, and attack is good against stamina. And balance is neutral against them all. So I highly suggest you go for a balance type, because balance types will allow you to be neutral against all, not get any weaknesses either. But if you don't have a balance type on your team, I either suggest going for a stamina or a defense. Now, the reason I don't say you should go for an attack type is because, number one, attack types burst easily, and number two, they move too fast around the stadium, which doesn't leave them last long into battle. If you're looking for more exciting battles, you should go for 2 attack types. But if you want to be a better blader, you have to go for a stamina type. So that, or a stamina, or defense, or balance type. So that leaves us with these 3 choices. Now, out of these 3 choices, you have to look at the capabilities of their tops. A Nubian, A2, this is a Lava X version. He has the capability to sweep off attacks using his thing, yet I don't think it's too good of an opportunity, so you should throw him out. Next, we have Archer Hercules. Next we have Surprise Mercury. He's quite a good bait, and he's able to drain. And then we have Archer Hercules. He's a circular bait, yet he's very heavy, which gives him a lot of stamina. So now it gives us down to our last 2 choices. Pretty much either a stamina type or a balance type would give you a good chance. Balance type, depending on their capabilities, will have a good chance of winning as well. And then lastly, you have to choose the parts properly. So there are different parts, like this is 7. Now the way you tell a Beyblade parts is they usually on this little part right here, they usually have a number. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but this one is called 7, number 1, because it has a 7 right here. And second off, because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one is called 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's an 8 right there. So anyways, let's get straight into choosing these parts. Now, all Beyblades have parts that come already pre-assembled with them, like Archer Hercules does. He has 13 and Eternal. 13 and Eternal fit him perfectly, because number 1, 13 is quite heavy, and it gives him a little bit of extra attack, which he will need later on, because these little blades. And second off, he has Eternal, which fits him perfectly because it has a free spinning disc, which allows him, once he's supposed to stop spinning, he's able to keep spinning for just a little bit longer. So, I think we should keep this tip for our part. But I'm not sure we should keep 13, because number 1, 13 might not fit all Beyblades, and not all Beyblades need extra attack power. So then lastly, it comes down to our middle piece. I think a middle piece should be a heavy middle piece, especially if you're going for a stamina type, because the heavier the better for a stamina type. But second off, it should also be able to be nice and has a nice shape, so that way it'll be better attack. So I think our best bet would be 5 or I actually think that, what's it called? I think this is Polish. I think Polish would be our best bet. Number 1, Polish. The reason number 1 is because it has a circular shape, which gives it a defensive capability. So that means now you have a defense part, or quote unquote a defense part. Then you have Eternal, which is also a free spinning disc, and since it's able to sweep off all those attacks, it's very hard to burst, because if it keeps sweeping off all those attacks, it's very hard to turn this disc. So you really have to hit it hard for it to be able to burst, which is why I suggest you go for Polish and a circular rounded disc. I think that's how you choose a good Beyblade. Let's go see if our Beyblade's good. So, to test it out against, I have chosen a, a balance type here. It's called Surprise Requiem with Ace, which is quite a heavy disc to give it a little extra stamina, and Wedge. Wedge will allow it to be have a lot of stamina as well, because this is a stamina type tip. Let's get straight into the battle. Now, a few rules about your launcher is that it has an R and an L. This is your regular slingshot launcher, and it has an R and an L, like I've already said. So for left spin bays, you have to put it in like this, teeth facing up. For right spinning bays, you need to put it in like this, teeth facing down. Now the way you tell whether it's a right or left spin, you look at the Beyblade. So you put it upright, so the way it's supposed to be facing, this is how you're supposed to face it. And then you check. If it's like this, the pattern is going diagonally, let's see here, right to left, then it'll be a right spin. If it's going left to right, then it's a left spin. So this is Archer Hercules is a right spinning Beyblade. Let's start. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And then since this guy is going from right to left, you go ahead and put him in the left spin. Whoa, that was a huge hit in the beginning there. Let's see if our Beyblade Archer Hercules can win this. go, Archer Hercules. Let's go. It looks like it's gonna be a close one. And Archer Hercules won. That's because of its tip, Eternal. Eternal is allowing it to spin a little bit longer, like I had said. So that means we've got a good Beyblade choice. That's it for today, guys. See you all next time. Alpha out.